and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? 30 minutes of extemporised wit, impromptu wisdom, and when things go wrong, totally unfeigned embarrassment. But trying tonight, we have Richard Kaplan, American comedian, bringing us the excitement of Chicago improvisation all the way from his home in Los Angeles. Griff Rhys-Jones, who for my money remains the funniest man on British TV's Alas, Smith & Jones, who isn't called Smith. And then returning to this programme for perhaps his third or fourth visit, Paul Merton, whose radiant smiling face and cheery grin we have yet to see. And finally, the battler of Largs himself, John Sessions, clearly destined for fame and fortune once he throws off his natural diffidence and shyness. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. All right. Right. Okay. Now, the first game is called Authors. The idea of this is the contestants have each come along with the style of a famous author in mind, and I'm going to get them to tell a story using that famous author's style. So you'd like to come forward ready to tell a story. And, Richard, can you tell us which author you selected?
Raymond Chandler.
Raymond Chandler, jolly good. Griff?
Milton.
Milton. That'll be John Milton, I should imagine, rather than...
Yeah.
Not Milton Keynes or anything like that. Paul?
Sunday Sport.
Sunday Sport. Does that have an author? Yes, I suppose it must do. John?
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche. Right. Now, and what we'd like is the title of a story, please. Could somebody suggest the title of a story?
Kurt Waldheim's War Diaries.
Sorry?
Kurt Waldheim's War Diaries.
Kurt Waldheim's War Diaries. Well, I hope that's all right. Is he still alive? Can he sue? I should think that's all right.
Is that what we're going to do?
Yes.
Right.
You're not happy with that?
No, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah. Milton used to write a lot about that sort of thing. Not that Kurt Waldheim was there, but then he wasn't in the war either. So, OK, if you can manage that, on you go.
It was an early morning. I had just polished off my second bottle of gin and my third pack of cigarettes, and it was only 9 o'clock. A little German guy walked in. I could tell by his accent. He was looking funny. I offered him gin. He didn't take it. That made me really suspicious.
Thus spake the Yank, as when a mighty whistling roar across the high mountains far from the coast of Scylla and Charybdis, and like a mighty whinging adamantine rock, the figure of the little Crouch on a simple stool.
Kurt Waldheim, is he really Elvis Presley? We do know for a fact that he's living on the moon and that he's just given birth to an olive. This much is pure fact.
Fact, fiction, it was all reality to me. I just recovered from my third nervous breakdown in Baden-Baden when somebody gave me the idea that these fishing philosophers, these high and dry and mighty philosophers, thought of everything. I found a book. A book it was by a man called Waldheim. He lived in one country and said he was in another. That's what I would do. I would be in one country and think that I was indeed in another.
Run again.
What else could I do? The German was desperate. He stood in my office, refusing my gin and cigarettes. I took him on the road. Out.
A road so long that length, if it were as short as time itself, long would it not be that it was so long.
Can you see a picture of Hitler in this shredded wheat?
The true Godhead was not, as I thought, in infinity, but infinity, in a book, filled, firm, and solid. There it was, indeed. In my mind it was, beating and throbbing there to the high Zarathustra, lower down to the earth. Ecce homo, there the book. Ecce homo, there Waldheim.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, I can't distinguish any of the contestants there, so I'll give double points to Richard Kaplan, 20 points to him, 10 each to everybody else. Now, the next game is called Film and Theatre Styles. The contestants will be acting in pairs, improvising a scene which I'll be giving them in a moment, starting with Paul and Richard. So can you come forward, ready? And we'll be cutting in with different styles for them to switch into, as and when we feel like it. So can we have a few film and theatre styles that you might be able to suggest for us? Monty Python, OK. Science fiction? Oh, we have horror quite a lot. What's that? Spaghetti Western? Kung Fu? What was that?
Russian constructivist cinema in the 1920s.
Yeah. 1920s, you got that?
Can you be more specific? Is that like pre-1923 or after 1923?
All right, now the scene we'd like to improvise is a big businessman buying out a little sandwich shop or sandwich seller. So if you like to be the big businessman.
Listen, I see enormous potential here in sandwiches.
Well,
so you're gonna fall through the net. You're the little guy. It's the big guys who do good in the end, so don't worry about it there, fella.
This has been my life. These tomatoes and cheeses, they're like friends to me.
Tomatoes, cheeses, give me a pastrami, give me a rye, give me a roll.
Spaghetti Western.
Do you want that with bolognese? Brown or white?
If you cut my sandwich, I'll have to cut you.
I've got a fistful of ham here.
I'll pay, I've got a fistful of dollars.
Monty Python.
No! The ham! Yes, this is an ex-ham sandwich. I took this ham sandwich away from this shop a little less than an hour ago.
No!
Yes!
Say it isn't so!
I won't. This is an ex-ham sandwich.
Horror.
My God, the ham! It's curling up your arm!
Oh, God! David! Get it off! Get it off! Kill it! Kill it! Oh! Oh!
Okay. All right. Yes, well, very good, very good. So 37 points each there. Now we go on to Griff and John. You'd like to come forward ready for your situation. Another few styles for them to go.
Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller, oh yes, we haven't had him for... So, Video Nasty, Hitchcock.
I'll give you
Sorry.
a couple of sentences. You'll pick up the
Laurel and Hardy, jolly. Well, it's what? What's one around here? A whodunit and Swedish erotica. Which you could combine, couldn't you? I mean, who'd done it to everybody? Kitchens, that'll do. Now, okay, so your situation is, if you would, John explaining... Can't read my own writing. Yes, I know, John, you're explaining to Griff how to operate the nuclear button. You're in charge of the nuclear button, and Griff is taking over for a holiday a couple of weeks while you're away.
Okay.
You do it quicker than my explanation, we're doing very well.
Okay, right.
Okay, where you go?
Okay, Jack, you come over here. You come
Well, over
here.
here, right over here?
Right
Where you
here.
standing? Okay.
Assume the position
Wait
over
a minute,
there.
hang on, I just got to get that
No,
together.
come on,
No,
Mac,
it's all right,
here.
okay, right, yeah.
There's the button there, the
There's the
Zivan
button.
DGAC.
Is this the button? What? Just
No,
the one
no,
in the
not that
sorry,
one there. No. That one plays your favorite Wurlitzer songs. But that one there
right.
will blow up the Russians, the Chinese.
All right, Laurel and Hardy.
Well,
It's quite simple. All you have to do is to be funny slowly. The button is there for you to press. You still there?
Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller.
I did see the button. The button was there in
What
the
are you
midnight.
talking about the button all the time? It's just the button, the button, the button.
Ah, when
There's
I was-
nothing wrong with that
I'm
button. If
not
you just wanted, if you're done thinking yourself, it's been so low,
You don't
so
understand.
down, you could press that button just like that.
You're always arguing in the kitchen. You should understand what I'm saying to you. I'm your father. I was an actor. I could cut you through like a knife. There you are. You're coming on there. You know nothing about pressing buttons. I do.
Who done
Don't
it?
you press the button.
Jeannie.
Don't pressing the button.
Yeah. And Swedish erotica.
Well, you know, that is my button. I'd like you to press it.
Would you really? I think maybe I should get you underneath the table. First, you lick my feet. Lick my feet, each toe that twiddles here between my sensuous buttons.
Oh, that is something I would really like to do.
Then, get yourself down, groovy daddy-o, and
if I
lick my
may,
toe.
thank you.
Lick my toe, and then you press the button.
Thank you, that'll do. Okay. All right. Ooh. Well, 86 each there. So let's now go on to the next round, which is called World's Worst, and everybody has to take part in this again, so come to the World's Worst step, if you would. And the idea of this is they just have to think of as many different examples of the world's worst person to be President of the United States of America. And you just portray that, and I'll buzz you as soon as I've got the idea of that. So away you go. Any order?
Hi, I'm George Bush.
Hi, I'm Michael Dukakis.
I, Lee Harvey Oswald.
And wait a minute. Don't be put off by the funny blemish on my head. I vote...
Hi, I'm Mike Smith. I'm running for president.
Hi, I'm Earl Jones of Earl Jones Ford. I've sold more Fords than anybody in Texas. I can correct our trade imbalances like that.
President Bernard Manning here.
Oh. There's more? They were so good the way it was, Paul.
Hello, so here he is, and he's got sooty dirt in the body. No. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yo, I think I was so successful with the Rambo films. I deserve a chance to lead the country because I look good with muscle oil on.
Is that it?
That's it for me.
I'm a bad actor too.
Hello, I'm Griff. So at least if you get assassinated, you've got to...
Okay. Well, while I work out the scores of that, we go away for an advertising break, and I speak very quickly to try and catch up the man who has to play in the signature tune at this point. Go. Well, 10 points each for each of those adverts. Now, the next game is called Props, and they divide into pairs again for this game, and I'm going to give this prop to, first of all, John and Griff. So, John and Griff have got to come up with as many different ways of using this prop as possible.
That's inside out.
And Paul and Richard, you have this prop, and you at the same time are coming up with as many different examples for that. And we buzz between the two, as usual. The more ideas, the longer it goes on for, the longer we have to wait for the next round. So, Griff and John, you start.
Oh,
Go.
my God.
Yes?
Are we off?
Yeah. Oh,
Hello, we're the Bill and Ben Puppet Company. Here's Ben. And here's Little Wee.
Yes, it's the world's largest donut, but I'm not put off by it. Just give me a gallon of coffee, I should be able to get it done.
Right, Jones, this is a very, very obscure public school with that, and I understand you've got a little bit of indigestion, so you have to just turn over and...
I'm afraid this is all that's left of your wife.
And there we are, by the end of the week. You really will have two absolutely gazonkas.
Thank you very much.
Get aboard, we set sail any minute. Come on, get on board.
Okay, come on, gang, this way.
If you're at home and you're bored and you've got no fun or anything, make your own Dalek. Get an old sink plunger and wander around like a geek.
Do you get bored at Christmas? Why not buy a foam rubber bum?
Hello, you've seen me do my wobbling plate in the air like this. I can make it go upside down as well.
It's all the rage in Paris.
Have you ever been in a science fiction movie?
No.
Well, you have now.
Oh, right. Probably funny, isn't it?
Navigator, I see a gap in the clouds.
Thank you. Thank you. That was indescribably good, so 5 points each. Now, the next game is called Remote Control. The idea of this is each of the contestants is playing the part of a different television program, which is on at the same time, and I flick from channel to channel with my remote controller. So if you'd like to come forward ready to play your different stations. Richard, I'd like you to be playing an American game show host. Griff, you're doing One Man and His Dog. Paul, an American cop show. And John, Noggin the Nog. Okay? So can you just lob between that? But strangely enough, each of these programs is dealing with the same sort of topic, and I'd like that to be supplied for us now. So you can think of a general topic they could... Sorry? Lust. No, hang on. Don't go mad. Something a little more specific than lust, and not as specific as Norwegian lumberjacks. Sorry? Terry and June. Is that a subject, a proper subject for... Video, no, that's too tight to television. Just a topic, some sort of topic. Traffic. Was that traffic? Traffic, that sounds very good. I'm glad you came. Okay, Joanne, I'll lob around just randomly. I'll start with you, Paul, please.
It was just another day in an ordinary life down at the police station. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon when I realized that it was 2:30 in the afternoon. The traffic outside was getting louder and louder. It seemed that the guys out there were driving with microphones in their exhaust pipes.
John.
And Noggin and von Ogson found the contraflow. They sat there for an hour, and had their tea and thought and chatted and looked. And Graculus the green bird was caught way, way up high up in the Yorkshire moors, maybe on the M6. And down they came again, happy and sad, sad and happy. There the sea, blue beside them. The Belisha beacon.
Richard.
Hi, welcome to Crash, the show where we reward the person who has the most horrific automobile accident. Last week, John Smith from New York City advanced to the next round when he severed his legs running his Ford off a bridge.
Griff. John.
And Nuka and Noggin sat in the traffic for hours. You're always sitting in the bleeding traffic, aren't you, Noggin? Said Nuka. Yes, we are. And then they went round the roundabout, up to the cold north, by the Belisha beacons. Further away they went.
Griff.
Thanks very much. Luton, please.
Paul.
Nuneaton. We wanted a photo fit picture of Nuneaton to try and match it up with other areas that we'd arrested during the night.
Griff. Richard.
No, I'm sorry, Mary Smith. You'll be penalized for wearing a safety belt and not being thoroughly intoxicated while you ran our course. But no matter, we have some parting gifts, a case of Valvoline motor oil and a lifetime subscription to Crash Magazine.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Right. Oh, dear. I think 49 points to everybody on that particular round. Now, Party Quirks matches Paul Merton against the rest. We always play this game with Paul when he's on. Paul's going to be playing the host of a party, and the others will be playing guests arriving at that party, but each of them has been allocated a strange physical or mental quirk, which they can see by looking in the envelopes which are in front of them. Careful not to show it to Paul. And the idea of the game is that Paul improvises the party, and they improvise their quirks, and he has to guess them. Okay, so Paul, do you want to come down and improvise away? The others will come in from round that side there, please. And I'll ring a doorbell noise to signal you coming in. Okay, so we're starting with Richard, then Griff, then John. We started, is that your party improvisation already? Ooh. Looks very impressive.
Hello, Richard, come in.
Listening device.
Yes, it's my telephone.
I think there was...
That's a looking device over there. That's my television set.
Don't trust him.
No,
Don't trust him at all.
Well, no, can I give you something? Would you like some wine or some beer, perhaps?
Yeah.
Help yourself.
I'll help myself.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good.
How are you? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, bad boy, bad boy. He's a naughty boy today, you know. I said you're a naughty boy, aren't you? I'm a naughty boy. You're a naughty boy, aren't you? You're a naughty boy. I'm a naughty boy. I'm a naughty boy. He's a naughty boy. What a naughty boy he is. He's a naughty boy.
Hello, come in.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello, that's right. Greet one. What's this? What's this thing in here?
It's lager.
Don't drink it.
No,
you're just paranoid. That's the trouble with you.
No, I know better. It's an espionage trick.
You CIA people all the same.
That beer might self-destruct at any minute.
Beer? No, we keep these outside. We keep these in the garden because our excretory systems are now so small we can just do it in that.
He said his excretory systems.
Yeah. You're a ventriloquist, aren't you?
Yes, that'll do it.
Yeah,
He's a
okay.
bad ventriloquist, yes. Only two more to do.
What's this?
It's a button on my...
A button! That's right.
I think it's a listening device. I spoke to Barney earlier. Place is wired to the gills. We've got bad problems.
You work for the Thames Water Authority, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Getting very close. You've got 10 seconds to get these two.
It's only a cover.
Paul.
Yeah, you're an espionage man.
Yes, I am.
You're a
finding
kind
this
of secret agent, aren't you?
Yes, and I'm a good friend of Peter Graves, and he told me to watch out for this.
Yes, for Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Do you mean to say that you don't break these down now and use them as contraceptives?
No, not the Twiglets, no, we just...
That's the end there, Paul. I'm sorry I didn't get there. Any last guess for what John is?
No, I don't know.
The future?
The future?
Yes, that's the thing I was leading you away from.
Oh, I see.
Thank you very much, Paul.
I'm just being thick, aren't I?
I don't know, we keep...
The future.
Well, I don't know. It's very difficult to score that one. I think 15 points for the improvisers and none again for Paul Merton. And I was going to give you a bonus for not mentioning Twiglets this week, but you blew it just at the end. So.
When in doubt, go for the Twiglets laugh.
Right, well, that brings us to the end of the show, and just totalling up the points, I see that, for the first time, we've got a draw. So it's a draw between Griff and John, Griff Rhys-Jones and John Sessions, so well done. And the prize for winning on this programme is to get to read the credits out in the style of my choosing, and I'd like John to do it in the style of Griff Rhys-Jones, and Griff Rhys-Jones to do it as himself. So it just remains for me to thank Richard Kaplan, Griff Rhys-Jones, Paul Merton and John Sessions. Thank you, the studio audience. As me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.
Yes. Whose line is it anyway?
The lies and compiled by
John Patterson and Mark Lewis.
Clive Anderson and John Sessions.
All music by Phil Film clips supplied by Simon Morrison. This is Rolf's story.
Videotape, floor manager Janet Stewart.
Very good, Janet.
Stage manager Hilary Groves. Costume designer, makeup designer, production by the Wonder Villain.
Yes, production New Alan Buckley. Yes, research James Digger. Lighting director, Michael Ingard, designer Pete Gardner. Executive producer Denise O'Donoghue, producer Don Patterson. Where's Mel?